What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about Married at First Sight. This is season 8, episode 7, and the title of this episode is Can I Trust You? So I'm going to first start off with Stephanie and AJ. AJ says that so far living with Stephanie is great and that they make a great team. Stephanie opens up to AJ that because of what she's experienced in her past, she struggles with trust issues, but with AJ, she feels hopeful. AJ says, for her to simply just tell him when she's feeling this way so that he can reassure her of his feelings for her. Moving on to Luke and Kate. Dr. Pepper goes to Luke and Kate's, and Dr. Pepper makes this visit because she's been notified by producers that Luke has been saying things privately to them and not his wife. Luke says that when Kate drinks, she's very persistent, like wanting him to kiss her. Luke tells Dr. Pepper that he thinks Kate has a drinking problem. Then he tries to backpedal. Kate says that she feels she's getting mixed signals from Luke. The problem is Luke is expressing all of his concerns to the wrong people. He needs to tell Kate if there's an issue, if he feels uncomfortable, but instead of doing that, he's telling the producers, the camera crew. What Luke needs to understand is what you do in a relationship, what you do in a marriage is communicate. And at this point, you can tell the experts are really fed up with Luke. And I think that it's wrong that the experts and production have allowed him to be in a marriage with this sweet young lady when clearly he doesn't want to. Things feel forced for Luke because he really doesn't want it. And I'm just trying to figure out what are his motives. Now, a lot of you have been saying that Luke is just on the show to promote his podcast and his speed dating business. So moving on, Luke joins Kate and Dr. Pepper and is told to express what he's thinking or what he feels about Kate. Luke, he can't give an example, nor can he express himself. I think that he's pulling this crap on purpose and sabotaging the whole thing. Luke, he gives excuses like, I don't want to beat her down. And Dr. Pepper says, well, you had no problem expressing your feelings to the producer. So now you're all concerned about her feelings. So in the next scene, they show that the couples swap phones. This is an assignment that was given to them by the expert. During Keith and Kristine's phone swap, Kristine discovers pictures of Keith's ex. And it had to be more than 2 photos because it really frustrated Kristine. She begins to question him about his ex, and Keith said that their relationship ended a year ago. So I have a question for you all. Do you all hold on to photos of your ex? If so, how long before you delete them out of your phone? For some reason, I knew Keith would be the one to mess up on this assignment because he's just very childish to me. And every time I look at him, I just feel like he has a lot more growing and maturing to do as a man. So Kristine says that she's really fallen for Keith, and it hurts to see he still has photos of his ex in his phone. Kristine tells him to get rid of everything, and he acts like it's such a hard thing to do. Next, let's move on to Jasmine and Will. So Jasmine and Will do their assignment, and Will says that he struggles with communication. So that's something that he wants to work on for Jasmine. Jasmine is hoping the assignment will get Will going. And I know Jasmine is waiting on Will, but if she wants to be intimate with her husband, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with her going for what she wants. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with her making the first move to see what happens. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Now let's go back to Luke and Kate. So at dinner, Luke backpedals some more. Then he throws up this sob story. Now, he says that his perception of drinking is different than others because his friend lost his life from a drunk driver. I don't have nothing to say. I'm going to move on back to Kristine and Keith. So Pastor Cal calls Keith and Kristine to check in. Kristine tells him about the photos she found in Keith's phone. So Pastor Cal tells Keith Kristine is his world now. And Pastor Cal wants to know what purpose are those photos being in his phone? What purpose are they serving by still being in his phone? Pastor Cal also wants to know why he hasn't deleted the photos. And Keith basically gives tons of excuses that none of us are buying or care about. I don't know why the pullback or why he has to think about deleting the photos, especially with the photos being rated R, as Kristine put it. Let's move on to AJ and Stephanie. So once again, AJ's temper comes out. The smallest things set him off, and that's something I'm truly concerned about. I think that it's definitely a red flag. It's a red flag. If he was that hungry, because AJ gets really upset when Stephanie is somewhat taking her time to choose a new spot for them to go to grab a bite to eat. And I feel like if he was that hungry, he should have just picked a place. So he was very snappy, very rude. That nasty temper came out once again. And I feel like that can really make and break this relationship. Nobody wants to deal with that. Like, get your attitude in check. Nobody has time for that. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about AJ's little temper. And is it something that can be worked through? Let's go back to Kate and Luke. Kate fills her friends in about what's been happening with Luke. Her friends think it's very odd. Kate even tells them that Luke has told her he's not attracted to her several times. Now, we only know one time that he told her, which was on the honeymoon after kissing her. But obviously it's happened more than once. And they're very shocked by this news and say that they are worried about their friend, which I think any friend would be. If you told your friend that someone that you were dating or just married is not really attracted to you, I think anybody would be concerned about that. So this makes them look at him differently. I think that Kate really wants this marriage to work so bad that she's willing to stick it out. But in this case, she needs to stop making excuses for Luke and walk away from this marriage. Kate says that she did the experiment to commit and she wants to make it work. Kate also adds that her friends not liking Luke is a huge red flag for her. But that's so odd to me that it's not the fact that he said some disgusting things to her. It's only raising red flags because her friends don't like him. In this case, she's really forcing it, and this is not healthy. It's not good. This poor girl, I just really feel bad for her. So just by her talking and saying some of the things that she says, it's leading me to believe that she doesn't truly know her worth. And that's a sad thing. Let's go back to Kristine and Keith. So Kristine and Keith are married. I get it. But I think that they are blinded by the physical so much that they aren't really taking this experiment seriously and really getting to know each other. Marriage and relationships aren't just about sex. Like, it has to be more to a relationship and a marriage than sex. Keith's maturity is going to be their downfall. It's going to be this relationship's downfall. And he uses Kristine for sex, plus treats her like a maid. I mean, that's just my opinion. He should have never been chosen for this experiment, and he's a man baby. Am I going too hard, y'all? Comment down below. Am I a little too hard on Keith? Now, during your single time, that should be something that you're preparing for. You should be preparing for that role. I feel like everyone takes care of Keith, and no one in his life has challenged him to step it up. And that's his grandmother's fault for spoiling him. I don't know Keith's background. I don't know what happened as to why he lived with his grandmother, what happened there. But I feel like sometimes when grandparents and loved ones take in a child, they spoil them and give them whatever they want as a way to help make up for the fact that they're not with their parents. I mean, I feel like all he really does is he goes to school, he goes to work, and he comes home and he's taken care of. And he said he lives the lap of luxury. That's what he told Pastor Cal. So I need to hear your thoughts in this comment section down below about each one of these couples. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked the video. Share this video with a friend who also loves watching Married at First Sight. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.